Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I'd like to thank you for all your years of support through the years. As a result, this channel has grown and allowed me an equity partnership in carmarshal.com. Please take the time to check them out. They help you buy and sell your next car, even have a negotiating tool to save you from the hassle of haggling with multiple dealers. The link is in the description below. Please click and help support and give if you can too through PayPal or Patreon. Thanks again.
I was really waiting to sit back and watch. Initially, when protesters protested, I really had nothing to say. I wanted to see what the city moves were. And basically, based off the questions that I asked the mayor at his initial press conference about the officer, and had he ever had any racial allegations charged against him or anything of that nature, Chief Bentley came out and said, no, there was no history of this. But what the problem is that the police is policing themselves. They have an internal review board that review complaints against the officers, which means that they have a certain bias to these officers. So when people come down and file a complaint, a lot of things don't go on the record. And we're asking now that the city step up and allow citizens such as myself to be a part of that review board to determine whether a complaint is a good complaint. Because right now, this is the result of the police policing themselves. And we thought the mayor was on the right track by saying that he was going to let the ABI handle things and the city was going to step back and just let the legal process take its course. And then all of a sudden he get a little pressure from the police officers and I guess the police union, and all of a sudden he changing his tune. But that right there just alienated people and got people more aroused, and that was one of the primary reasons that I got involved.
The reason we're here today is exactly what you said. My brother got killed at 32-33. And you say it's going to be expeditiously, but I want 5 minutes. 5 minutes for my brother. 5. Can I get that right now?
When you say 5 minutes, you mean
5 minutes. It's 5 minutes for my brother right now. Can I get 5 minutes?
You at the podium?
5 minutes right here, right now. Because right now, as you look at me, my brother didn't get 5 minutes of nobody time. He was executed. So I want 5 minutes.
Yes, sir.
If my brother was given 5 minutes, 5 minutes, you would be here. Nobody be 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I don't care about the statements. 5 minutes. Nobody would be here. He would have called me that morning, like he does every morning. He would have called me. I lost a brother, my niece, and everybody lost a dear friend. And I don't get that call. I didn't get it this week. Neither did my baby brother, or nobody. So for me, to talk about the city, it's the character of a man. My brother had character, and nobody gave him that day the time to have character. They didn't look at the man, the color of his skin. They didn't look at anything. He was judged, he was tried, and he was hung right there at his home.
Sorry,
but
we're not going to allow you to make those.
Have a good day. Have a good day. To make sure when you tell them to keep the city calm, why would it have to be calm if nothing happened? Tell me. Tell me. I'm asking you. I called you. You called everybody else. You called pastors. Why didn't you call my brother pastor? You called the ones that would give you the cover that you need under this racial event, didn't you? That's what happened. And your boys had, you know what? You should resign. You should quit. You should quit. Everybody knows that. And I don't have to come here to tell you all. You need to put, if you knew the community, you would have known. You would have known. If you knew the community, you would have known my brother didn't own a car. You would have known that he lived in that community. To tell a man that lives in this community, he looks suspicious. Maybe I need to go out there on the, oh well, yes it is. He said, ask your chief. That's what he said. Ask him. That's what he said. It's a simple question. You act like you didn't understand. You didn't act like you didn't understand when a person asks you, what color is their race? You know, I said, you didn't see a man, didn't see a black man, he didn't see a man of color. I can really tell you what I think he saw, but I don't advocate violence. But what happened in our house, in our neighborhood, at my mama's house, a man that runs and say, Mama, help, and beat down on the door, he is not suspicious. He's at home. He was fearing for his life. And you know what? If you want to be that power, be a man today. And you know what? I thought about a simple situation that happened in that community that officer knew nothing about. The community I grew up in, that I love, my brother loved. When you talk about history, that community was the history. That community was the place that my brother, before that civil rights movement up there, they stopped at St. Jude. They stopped at St. Jude. I went to school there. My brother marched down there. It was Black History Month. And still, you all don't get it. You're in a city that you can make a difference as a mayor today. As my brother would say to his pastor, he didn't say pastor, he said right now. This is your moment, mayor, right now. Because it don't just happen here, but it happened in my family. Right now.
Man, please. If you would like, just stand with me. Stand there.
I walk with you, don't touch me. Y'all know don't touch me.
But just stand.
Okay, Dad, don't talk to me, don't touch me.
Ma'am, I can't have you interrupt our meeting. Regular meeting cannot be interrupted. We have to have a meeting, not long to have a meeting. If you have interrupted a meeting, we cannot have that. We cannot have that. Can we move on? Answer cannot.
See, y'all say that Black Lives Matter. See, you say that Greg Gone was a black man killed by a white officer. I know you don't care.
Please.
Sorry, sir. I know you don't.
We're going to put the hands up on you guys.
What I was attempting to do was to ask the audience, as well as all of us assembled, we would take a moment in our own way think about, remember Mr. Gunn, certainly his family in our prayers, as well as the officer that is involved.
Why think about it?
Because at the end of the day, the truth will be revealed.
You've been lying.
And when the truth is revealed, then we will know what direction that we have to go. Would you, if you will, bow your heads for a moment of silence, and in your own way, express your thoughts.
I wouldn't pray with y'all to save my life. What you praying for? What you praying about? Who you praying to? You a liar.
They'll look like some lights on the floor, until we find out what is going on in our city while y'all are in a drunken stupor and act like y'all don't know a white man is two white men gunned down and killed a black man right next door to his mother's house as he called out for his mom. So until y'all sober up and get yourself together, we would not like any lounge sell liquor at this present time.
Life will be reduced. And finally, once again, the economic benefits of doing this. It would be the catalyst for increased economic development and enhanced property values. We will create a clear...
Hold on, let me talk to this guy. Man, it's about a 30-minute walk. 30 minutes. First, we're going to pray. All right? Let us all pray. Dear Lord, we want to thank you for this day. Thank you for this beautiful Saturday that you have made. Thank you for the life of Mr. Greg Gunn.
I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Don't know when, don't know how, don't know where. But God, we will meet him again. We continue to pray for the strength of Miss Gunn, that she has been very strong this past week. God, when she walked into True Divine at 2 o'clock, give her the strength and encourage her spirit and her soul. Not only that, but touch his brothers and his sisters, his nephews, his nieces, all his family and those that support this family. And God, we thank you for everything you have done and everything you're about to do for this city. Bring us together, God. Bridge gaps, God. In Jesus' name we do pray. We thank you for everybody that have came here today by faith.
Officer's murder trial paused because judge implied that police were racist. By Cowgirl on September 3, 2017. Officer Aaron Smith's trial put on hold. Montgomery AL, on Friday, September 1, the Alabama Supreme Court put on hold the murder trial of Montgomery police officer Aaron Smith due to a Facebook post by presiding Judge Greg Griffin. The Supreme Court justices issued a temporary stay on all proceedings in the case, according to U.S. News and World Report, while it reviews the matter. The trial was scheduled to begin in October. 8 justices agreed with the decision, and 1 judge recused himself. Officer Smith, who is white, this is relevant to the issue with the judge, is charged in the February 26, 2016 shooting and death of Greg Gunn, who is black. Officer Smith's defense attorney said that he stopped to walk to Gunn, who was talking in a heavily burglarized area at 3:20 a.m. He did not activate his patrol car's lights when he stopped and the incident wasn't recorded. During the incident, the two ended up in an altercation where Officer Smith used a taser on Gunn 3 times and hit him with a baton. The fight ended when Officer Smith shot Gunn 5 times. While Officer Smith tried to use several less lethal methods at first, this appears to be getting used as evidence that Officer Smith was beating Gunn before killing him. In his initial interview, Officer Smith said that Gunn swung a paint roller rod at him. He later said that he wasn't sure that the rod was swung at him and Gunn's fingerprints weren't found on the rod. Officer Smith's defense attorney, Royane Connor, is seeking the recusal of Judge Griffin, who is black, after the judge claimed in a Facebook post that he had been racially profiled by police. In the Facebook post, which was written before he was assigned Officer Smith's case for trial, Judge Griffin said that he had been stopped during his morning walk by police officers. He said that officers told him that he matched the description of a person that had been reported in the area, who had a crowbar. Judge Griffin said that he showed the officers his judicial badge. He wrote in the post, "It was aggravating to be detained when the only thing I was guilty of was being a black man walking down the street in his neighborhood with a stick in his hand." Not only is it disturbing that a judge would think that police shouldn't stop people without knowing that they are guilty ahead of time, but that he assumed that he was racially profiled as well. The Alabama Court of Appeals heard Connor's request for a different judge in a May hearing, after Judge Griffin refused to recuse himself, according to Fox News. At the hearing, she said that she wasn't claiming that Griffin was biased but that judicial ethics rules required judges to avoid even appearances of impropriety. The Court of Appeals said that Judge Griffin should not be recused. The case then went before the Alabama Supreme Court, who put a hold on the trial.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I found that I had to make a change this ending on my videos, letting you know about the channel and fair use laws, you know, how we can report on other people's reporting and how it's good, how it's bad, etc. But you guys can look it up yourself. It is legal. It's in there. But like I've told you before, that I've been cut off from making money on YouTube for 4 years. It's really weird, bizarre, but they cut the money off, but they said you can keep the channel, and now YouTube makes all the money. And if you get bored, plug it into Social Blade website, and you'll see that they are making a huge amount off the site. Right now it's at 63 million views, 53,000 subscribers, almost 3 million views a month. You know, trying to wake people up, and I make nothing. In fact, I got a customer that's ex-congressman. He said if I could ever find a lawyer, sue YouTube on it. But because this is nuts, 4 hours a day, and to save America. You know, but at the same time, it's worth it. Look at what our founding fathers did. They died for this country. So, but getting back to the money part, this is why I'm redoing the video. Is my dream of everyone giving $1, and it's going to be $53,000 a year, or if they did Patreon, which you know, can be monthly. That is not working. That'd be great if it did. Nothing is perfect. And I appreciate the people that do donate, you know, what they can on PayPal. And there again, I'm letting you guys know that is not much. Is, you know, monthly is, oh my god. So anyways, yes, you cannot live on it. It's very, very, very low amount. But the dollar things, I do appreciate that. But when I first said everybody give $1, that's not working. I'm just letting you guys know it's, yeah, that's that dream. Everybody gives $1. 53,000 subscribers, it's not working. So yes, if you can give more than that, you know, I appreciate it. Like I said, you know, I'm in a unique situation where, you know, what we're already debt free, and I'm not rich, but with the little business that we have, I am able to do what I am able to do 45 hours a day, you know, letting you guys know what's going on. In 4 years, I've did the whole thing myself. 12,000 videos on there. I literally get emails where people are like, holy crap, I never knew it was this bad. And it is this bad, and it's getting worse every day because we have the internet, we have cell phones, we have cameras everywhere now, and it's just disgusting what's going on. And then, as you guys know too, now we got Trump, we got Jeff Sessions doing a war on drugs, and now he wants to go after the forfeiture laws again. It's just unfreaking real. So if you can give more than that dream of everybody giving $1, it's, yeah, that old video, that's not working. They're not, they're just not. So anyways, if you can give more than that dream is not working. Hardly anybody is giving. There you go. So that's why I'm remaking the video. If you can give more than that, that would be great. And there again, like I said, the Patreon's there. There is some people on there that are starting to give, but there again, it's very, very low. And like I said, I don't want to get rich off of that. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because, you know, it's still so stinking corrupt. It's not even funny. My court case that I'm going to be paying out of my pocket myself with Charlotte County's coming up. They illegally looked me up and then posted all my information on LEOAFFAIRS website. They basically doxed me, however you want to say that. I forget what the word is, and they outed me, man. And that information on that site went out to 500 sheriffs, deputies, people that work at the jail, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, it is very, very scary, but we're going to do a federal case, 1983 case, violating freedom of speech. We have 17 cameras in the house now. We got 2 cameras in the car. I always carry a camera plus a cell phone. A lot of people are highly recommending I get a vest now. If I could, if the wife would let me, I would run for sheriff. We are trying to push the thing nationwide right now, where just to mix it up and to get the topics out there is register to run for sheriff, NPA, no party affiliation, as a write-in, and that is completely free, and you can participate in the elections. And there's a lot of stuff. We got a guy, James McLinnis in Pinellas County, Tampa, who almost won. He experienced the corruption himself. The story is unbelievable. Look him up. It's mind-blowing what they did. It pissed him off. He is very, very smart. He has way more money than I did. He ran for sheriff at the last 3 months last year in 2016 and almost won. He got all of the black vote. And the reason why he did that is because he ran on, I will not bust, we're in Florida, I will not bust anybody for weed anymore unless it's an ungodly huge amount, like pounds. And then he also ran on no more victimless crimes, no more of this freaking road pirate bull crap. And then he was going to cut the budget by 30%. And when you think about that, you can. If you stop the road pirates, you can get rid of a bunch of people. Gone. So, the wife has been saying, yes, I can, yes, I can't. So I don't know. We're trying to find somebody that can do it because I am busy doing this anyways. But, so I'm making a video, like I said, that $1 a month from everybody, you know, for 53,000 subscribers, that is not working. I'm just letting you guys know. Absolutely give way more than $1 a month. If you can, I appreciate anything. By the way, remember too, when you give that, PayPal takes like freaking 15 to 20%, so it's even worse than that. But, and there again, like I'm letting you guys know, it's way, what I get is very, very low. Appreciate it, but it is very, very low. Can't live on it. I'm just, you know, I'm working, and that's what I'm working on. And that court case is going to cost a buttload of money. That's federal court. Just the filing fees and the depositions that we're going to be doing with this corrupt cop. So there's another reason to give. We are going to be doing a deposition with this very corrupt. He was in a drug squad. He is a bad guy. He's on steroids. We heard steroids are rampant here. That's why their attitude is so bad. And we are going to get him on video, and it will be on YouTube. So that case alone is $5,000 just to bring it to court, and that's my money out of my pocket. So there's another reason to give, and give way more than $1 if you can. So keep that in mind. This is the new video, and I see, God, I talk a lot. It's already 7 minutes, but had to make it just to let you know that $1 a month from everybody is not working. They're not doing it. So if you can give more than that, please. So thanks. Keep it up. Share, like, subscribe, tell your friends, send me your videos on corruption, and I'll post it.